Love that.
Okay, so tell the story. Reportedly, so your dad trained like a beast.
Monster.
And so somebody on that team said, they're all lifting. No, Walter. He's not in there. He's doing whatever he's doing. And one of the veterans go, how come you're not lifting with us? Come on, you need to lift weights. And they said, all you have to do is look at him and know he trains on his own with the hill and everything else. And they said he walked in and he put all this weight on a bar. He picked it up. He pressed it over his head. He dropped. He goes, don't ever question my workouts again. And walked out.
That's
like, you got it.
Intense. Like super intense about everything.
Was he like that with you?
A little bit. You know, when I saw it, we got 3 minutes. You know, when I saw when it really came out, it was in the 90s at my house, doorbell rings, dad whistles, tells me to go upstairs. So I go upstairs to open up the door. He's like, go get the door. So I open up, silhouette. I can only see that there's big, tall dude, 2 big dudes, and a small white guy in the back. And I'm like, I can see that guy. I can see him. Open up the door, and it's MJ standing there.
Oh, God.
Trench coat on, looking super fresh, head sleek. Got out of a geo tracker. Yes. Remember the old geo trackers?
You were little.
I know. I don't know how he got out of that. Comes in, he's like sitting there looking like, yo, is your dad here? And I was like, my dad doesn't let strangers in the house. So, he's like, oh, let me in, man. Let me in. My dad comes, throws me to the side, forearm shiver. MJ, Sweetness, what's up? I'm like, dude, these are my 2 favorite goats sitting here, grazing in my front foyer. I'm like, this is amazing. He's like, Walt, what should I do with my coat? He's like, hand it to JP. So he hands me the coat. I get all the coats. I put them on our washer and dryer. They go downstairs. I see we have an atrium with glass all around it. I can see my dad shuffling cards. So I hear the whistle again. I run downstairs. I'm like, Dad, what do you need? He's like, I don't need anything. Mike needs you. I was like, Mike, what do you need? Like, you thirsty? I think we got a Gatorade outside with your face on it. And he was like, nah, little man, I need you to go upstairs, get the money that's in my pocket. So I go, got you. I run upstairs, get the money. Most money I've ever seen in my entire life rolled up in rubber bands. I bring it down to him, put it onto the bar. He hands me $5. I'm like, thanks, Mike. About 2 hours later, hear the whistle again. Pops has got a bunch of money in his hand. He's counting it, and Jordan's just not happy at all. He's looking at me. My dad hands me $100 bill. I'm like, what's this for? So I just took all of Mike's money. Tell him thank you. I was like, thanks, Mike. And I ran upstairs. Those 2 battled, Cap, in my basement playing pickup sticks to pool till 3 in the morning. And now I understand, because when you get 2 people like that in a room, nobody wants to lose. And both being the competitors that they were,
right?
Mike was trying to win his money back. I know what he was trying to do.
Let's keep going.
Let's keep going. Let's go. Let's keep this thing rolling. And I remember asking my dad the next morning, why? And he said, when you get 2 people like us in the room, no one wants to lose. Fast forward, Dad takes me to a Bulls game. We go see Mike at the end of the game. And I'm watching all these dudes walk past me, Pippen, all these guys wearing their suits and ties and all looking fresh. And Jordan comes out with a cutoff T-shirt on, shorts, and a new pair of J's. Talks to my dad for about 10 minutes and is like, I got to go hit the weight room. And that's when it hit me how the great ones are the great ones.
Right. Game over. He's going to work.
He's going to work. He's not going out and spending the money. He wasn't happy with the 30 points, 8 boards, 5 assists that he had, whatever he had. He wanted to be the best. And that's where it hit me. Like, the dudes that want to be the best, their mindset is totally different. They're wired different. And that's why when guys like him don't want to give up and walk away from the game, it's hard for him. I understand that now, of like what Brady went through. I get it. My dad was like that too, but he just didn't want to play for another team. He didn't want to wear another jersey. There was probably opportunities for him to do it.
Yep.
He didn't want to.
Yeah, it's funny you said that, because I think it was Wes Welker was on NFL Network, and he said, we win, we go to the parade. He goes, the next day's locker clean out in New England. I go clean my locker out, and I hear this music coming out of the weight room. I'm like, who the hell? He goes, I walk in there, and there's Tom Brady and Alex Guerrero, his trainer. He's soaked in sweat. And I'm like, bro, we just won the Super Bowl 2 days ago. He goes, that was 2 days ago. This is what I'm into. I want next year's.
I'm trying to party.
Your dad.
Yeah, I'm trying to party and hang out as much. I'm trying to be Matt Nagy, okay?
Yeah.
I'm trying to live that life. Those guys were wired different, man. That's
God
why
bless 'em.
it's hard to be great. It's hard to be